Welcome to Mishna study Masachat Shabbat Perek Yud Zayin Mishnah. Hey, over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss carrying broken kelim. Right? Let's say you have a piece of pottery and it breaks. Right? It breaks on Shabbat. What do you do? So kol kelim and itelim Shabbat shivrehem itelim. All kelim that break on Shabbat, they're shards. Right? The little broken pieces of that keli are allowed to be carried as well. Right? They're not considered muktzeh as long as ubilvad shu osim en melacha. Right? As long as they do some type of function, they have some form of function. Shivre areva, let's say you had a bowl that broke. You could take a little shard of that pottery and you could cover the barrel with it. Right? It's not, again, it broke, but you could find some function for it. Right? Let's say a little broken piece of glass. You go ahead and cover a small little jug. Rabbi Yehuda argues on Tanakh Kamar. He says, he says that it needs to perform the original purpose, right? So if you had a bowl, right? So you had a bowl, it broke. Now you have a little shard of pottery. What you have to go ahead and be able to have a little bit of soup in this little shard, right? It has to be big enough in order to still function as somewhat of a bowl. Right? And if it was glass, right, then it needs to be able to hold a little bit of oil, be able to pour a little bit of oil in there, right? Because this is what the original function was, right? And the mahloket is specific to when these broke on Shabbat. If they broke on Shabbat, this is when they're having the argument. If they broke on Erev Shabbat, Rabbi Yehuda would also agree that it would be okay to use as long as it performs any type of melacha. Either way, halacha is not like Rabbi Yehuda. Rather, all it needs to perform, right, broken if it breaks on before Shabbat or even on Shabbat, it needs to perform some type of function, right, some type of melacha. It doesn't have to be the original melacha that it was, and then you're allowed to use it. If it's too small for that, right, if it's too small to even cover the barrel with, then it's considered muktzeh, and you're not allowed to use it on Shabbat.